to go ahead and get started. I want to talk today about attachment. I have had 2 weeks of a situation that has been driving me crazy with a particular person, and essentially I got down to really been working with myself. One of the gifts of being a life coach, professional life coach, or in the world where you are showing up to coaching moments all of the time, it reminds us of the beauty of coaching and how we can self-coach and use that powerful tool to guide ourselves as well and live intentionally. And so I was coaching myself, doing some thinking, doing some journaling, doing lots of walking, and I record. My journals are sometimes verbal into my phone while I'm walking. So I've been doing all of those lately to kind of process this. And what it came down to for me was the realization that my frustrations, my blame, the feelings that I was feeling were not about the person, but my attachment to the person. And what I meant by that is my attachment to, not that I have a particularly close relationship with them, but the attachment to how I wanted them to be, attachment to wanting them to like what I was offering, an attachment to thinking what they should be doing, how they should be approaching a situation, how things could be, what's okay and what's not okay. And this whole attachment to what I, of course, knew at some level and really had to sit with and think and recognize an attachment to something I have zero, zip, nada control of, right? And so it was this light bulb moment that I was realizing I was doing all of this work internally, externally, doing all this to try to control something I had no control over. And I was frustrated and getting more frustrated and angry and getting more angry. And then watching my own armor come up, like blame and defensiveness and stonewalling and, my go-tos in those situations if I'm not mindful. So I just thought I'd bring that. Maybe that resonates with you as well. And as we look at things that kind of quote unquote drive us crazy or really bug us, often we can kind of boil it down to that, to an attachment, to some attachment that we are holding on to, that we are attached to, and that it's not within our control. And so when we use mindfulness to evaluate a feeling, an emotion, it's such a powerful tool because it puts us back in the place of relating to what we have control over and what we don't. So what do I have control over? When I mindfully view that situation, it's me, it's my feelings, it's my thoughts. And while I don't know that it was completely emotionally intelligent, the new thought that I decided to think was, not my monkey, not my circus. Not my monkey, not my circus. This is not mine. This is not mine to handle. This is not my baggage to carry. This is not my deal. So I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And then the rest of my job has been to, every time my brain goes back to the attachment of trying to control what I can't control, is to give myself that affirmation. Not my monkey, not my circus. Come back. What's my breath? What's my relationship? What's good right in front of me? What are the 10,000 things I can control? And to put my energy back into that. So with that, I hope that lands with you. Go ahead and close your eyes, or you can take a soft gaze. There's no need to feel like you have to do anything in this practice. We can let go of any attachment to this practice, even any shoulds, how it should look, what body posture you should hold, how your eyes or your face or your brain or your thought has to be. Just let it go and simply allow yourself to land in this moment. Find your breath, letting go of the monkey mind this morning, the busy mind, attachments to to-do lists, to achievement, to outcome, and just simply bringing your attention to your breath. Really feeling it, feeling how it moves your body. Feeling it as it enters your nostrils and exits your lips slowly. Feel the expansion of your belly and then the contraction of your belly. Bring your attention to the sound of your breath, to the whisper of the exhale. Maybe there's a rattle somewhere in your nasal passage, in your throat, in your lungs. Maybe there's a gurgle of your belly and your intestines as you expand and contract your belly. A little pop in your neck or your back or your shoulders as you breathe and expand, just listening to our own process of breathing. And every time your mind wanders, it reattaches to something, to a memory, to something to come, to a strong emotion. Just bring your attention back to your breath. We don't have to stop that raging river of busyness of our mind. We don't have to build a dam and stop the river. Instead, we just hop out of it. We just bring our attention to something else. And our breath is always there. It's another creek, it's another river, it's another ocean that we can just hop into. We're going to stay in silence together for a moment in this practice. And the work here is to just simply meet yourself wherever you are. Observe how our attention wants to go back into the river. And then find yourself there and hop out, bringing your attention back to your breath. Listening to the sound of your breath, dropping into the sensations of your body with your breath. Noticing your attachments. No judgment, no shame. It's the human process. Notice your attachments and then hop out of the river over and over. Staying here for another moment together, another minute of silence while we observe ourselves, strengthening our ability to notice our attachment, return to our breath, strengthening our ability to do that without judgment. Good work. And begin to just breathe normally, lightening your focus, just allowing yourself to drop back in the moment, hearing the sounds around you, widening your perspective. This work of noticing our attention, this work, the more we do it, changes parts of our brain, strengthening and thickening places like our reticular activating system, our insular cortex. The point of doing these practices is so that out there, outside of our practice, we can use this tool to notice where we've placed our attention. Where we're holding on to things that aren't in our control. We build a mindful brain by doing this work. Notice your body right now. Notice your breath. Notice any emotions that are present or thoughts or curiosities that are bubbling up. What do you want to take with you from this practice out into your day? Name that to yourself right now. One last inhale together to the count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Long, slow exhale. And slowly open your eyes and come back together. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you. Create whatever weekend you want to create for yourself. Be well, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.